Grant Robertson.
Well, Mr. Speaker, what a trio of contestants we have in National's most entertaining reality TV show. It's not so much the X factor as the Y factor. Why are these the only people that the National Party can put up in front of us? Why has the National Party not created a deeper pool of talent that they could present to New Zealanders? But these are the three that we have, Mr. Speaker, so let's run through our contestants. Bill English. Old caretaker Bill. Like a cross between the caretaker and Are You Being Served and Arkwright. Leaning on his broom, giving you the minute detail of his view on social investment, boring his way to glory. He is indeed the architect, Mr. Speaker, of National's policies, that is for sure. But there is a reason why people employ real estate agents to sell their houses, not architects. Bill English doesn't even have the energy to get his hands out of his pockets. His campaign is sponsored by Mogadon. New Zealanders are going to sleep, Mr. Speaker. He's the political equivalent of microwaved fish and chips from the night before. Leftovers from 2002, which didn't taste that good the first time around, and now they're soggy, flaccid and stale, Mr. Speaker. And what an unfortunate number for Bill English in the UMR poll on who is the preferred leader. He was in front on 21%. Any number but 21, Mr. Speaker. Could have been 20, could have been 23, any number but 21. But if he gets the job, and I reckon he might, he's just going to be minding the shop. He'll never be seen as anything more than the caretaker, the guy that John Key dropped in at Ready or Not. And then we have contestant number 2. Old cigar-smoking Jonathan Coleman, to the bedside manner born, as he was described by New Zealand Doctor magazine, or as he is known to most New Zealanders, Who? Or, cheerfully, Doctor Who. Now, Jonathan told us that he has been taking a series of soundings as to whether he should be the leader. I understand most of these soundings were taken in the bathroom mirror. And we've had the results leaked to us. They've come back with, "You're the man, JC. Go for it. And when did you get so gorgeous?" Unburdened by modesty or self-doubt, Jonathan is the candidate of change, of rejuvenation. Finally, a rich North Shore doctor, so long part of the forgotten class of New Zealand, will get their moment in the sun. And what a mess he has made of health, Mr. Speaker, reduced day after day to a puddle of contradictions and jibber-jabber by the king of health, my colleague Annette King. Here's Jonathan Coleman bleating away about the need for more money in health today. What has he been doing for the last few years? And then there is the third candidate, Judith Collins, who has done so much for the milk exports of New Zealand. She must be Countess homogenised. I've come to drink your milk. Mr. Speaker, she doesn't bear grudges. Rather, she embraces them, keeps them in a locked, dark cupboard, nurtures them into full-grown feuds, and then unleashes them to Cameron Slater for safekeeping. And let's just remember what she did in Orovida. She used a $36,000 taxpayer-funded trip as Minister of Justice to promote a company where her husband was one of only 3 directors. She told us she popped into Orovida for a cup of tea on the way to the airport, but she actually cancelled appointments in the Justice area to drive 45 minutes in the other direction for that photo op. Mr. Speaker, the National Party have 2 JCs in this contest. One of them thinks he walks on water, and the other one thinks the original JC was a weak socialist hippie. So that's what we've got, Mr. Speaker. Corrupt and nasty versus vain and incompetent versus tired and out of touch. Such are the choices facing National, a party that has relied for so long on the salesman skills of one man, now cruelly exposed. But the good news, Mr. Speaker, is there is another choice. A Labour government under an Andrew Little leadership, with a plan for New Zealand to be back at its best, home ownership for young New Zealanders, a place for everyone to live, to call your own, a health system where you get the best treatment no matter where you live or how much money that you have, where you know that every school, the school your children will go to, will be a world-class school and there is decent jobs for every New Zealander all around our country, one where security and opportunity is possible for all. That is the real choice for New Zealanders.
I thought you were supporting